There's always going to be an emphasis on nutrition education when it comes to improving how we look and feel. And for good reason. Being informed about food is the first step towards a happier, healthier you. However, simply teaching you what's healthy is not going to help you lose weight and keep it off. Riddle me this. Everyone knows a garden salad with grilled chicken is healthier than a cheeseburger with french fries. But why do so many people struggle to make the healthier choice? I'll tell you why. It's because awareness of food, though very important, is only a piece of the puzzle. Improving the diet centers around nutrition education, but improving awareness of self is ultimately what determines how successful you are when it comes to long-term behavioral change. What's up, health nuts? I'm Hannah Marie, the Strong RD, registered dietitian, health and wellness coach, and nutty nutrition educator, on a mission to make nutrition education fun. If you're watching this, you likely care about your health to some extent, and I value you as my audience member. So, dear viewers, starting from this video on, I will be calling you my health nuts. Not in a negative way, but in a fun, nutty way, because I'm all about fun and positivity on this channel. Last week we talked about the benefits of tracking macronutrients, or keeping a food log. If you missed it, all you need to know right now is that keeping a food diary can teach you a lot about the food you eat. It holds you accountable and makes hitting your nutrition goals much easier. For the full in-depth rundown of reasons why you should be tracking if you aren't already, check out the video after this. Today, we're talking about keeping a different kind of diary.
Whoa, what are you doing with my diary?
Because in order to have success with tracking, we have to get in tune with our physical body and emotions. Far out, man. Personally, I track various aspects of my health every day, not just my food. I track my water, steps, sleep, bowel habits, energy level, heart rate, even my mood. And I ask my clients to do the same every week when they complete their weekly check-in forms. Why? Because these other elements of well-being indirectly affect our dietary habits. Let's say you are my nutrition client. As my young grasshopper, the first thing I'm going to teach you is to be more cognizant of what you're putting into your body, as well as improving mindfulness overall. Advice to be consciously aware of your food choices comes as no surprise. But something that often gets overlooked when we're trying to improve our nutrition is mindfulness of how we feel, physically and mentally. And how do you feel about that?
What?
When I speak about being more mindful, I'm referring to increasing awareness of two things: awareness of food and awareness of self. A good nutrition coach cares not only about what you eat, but genuinely cares about you as a person and what's going on in your life. We focus on your energy, life stress, digestion, and sleep quality, among other things. All of these elements impact your mental well-being. And mental well-being is a critical aspect of building good nutrition habits. Tracking your food intake is a great tool, but you won't fully reap the benefits of doing so unless you are aware of your food-focused emotional tendencies. I'm talking about emotional eating. You know, cramming potato chips into your mouth because you've had a long day. Most of us are guilty of emotional eating from time to time. It's human nature. We're programmed to eat when we're tired, bored, moody, whatever the case may be. The problem lies in not being consciously aware of these tendencies. We can become emotionally blind if we don't prioritize our mental health. Think about it. At times, we aren't even aware of how we feel. How many days do we get caught up in the hecticness of work, school, or just life in general? Living out our waking hours irritated for seemingly no reason. This can present as being short-tempered with coworkers and family members, or as flipping off an innocent grandma who's struggling to drive the speed limit due to the severity of her cataracts.
Hey, pal, are you blind? Watch where you're going!
By the way, increasing your intake of carotenoids can reduce your risk of developing cataracts by 26%.
What's up, Doc?
Anyway, if we take a few minutes every so often to pause, assess our emotions, and acknowledge how we feel, we'll be more aware of how our feelings are influencing our actions. In the same way, if you aren't aware of your physical and mental feelings as they relate to food, you won't be able to connect the dots as to why you're struggling to adopt healthier habits. Here's some food for thought, pun very much intended. Try journaling for mental clarity and greater sense of self-awareness. You'll gain a better sense of control over your diet because you'll have heightened awareness of how your emotions affect your eating desires and behaviors. I suggest carrying a small notebook and periodically writing down how you feel. Or you can just use the Notes app on your smartphone if that's more convenient. You don't have to write a book or even a complete sentence. Start with a few words or phrases. It's so easy, a caveman can do it.
Me tired. Me hungry. Me want burger and fries.
If you're finding that you overeat when you don't get enough sleep, ask yourself, how can I improve my sleep habits? If you're eating when upset, how can I process my emotions in a healthier way? Can I go for a walk or take a yoga class instead of eating an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's? Identifying your triggers is essential for establishing healthy habits and sticking to them when life gets in the way. When you know what sets off problematic dietary behaviors, you can adopt healthy coping mechanisms that are more conducive to improving your overall well-being. And your coping mechanism doesn't have to be physical exercise. Next time you get the urge to stress eat, try calling up a friend, picking up a word puzzle, or even playing a video game. It can be anything you enjoy, other than food. But by tuning into your emotions and consequent eating desires, you'll be prepared to face your dietary demons head on the next time they rear their ugly little heads. If you liked this simple tip to better your nutrition and well-being, well then you're really gonna like this other video I made to help you get started on your health journey. Check it out. Bet you guys didn't know that I'm a black belt, 'cause I'm not.